Let's open the door once more and step back into the silent era. Tonight, you're joining quality silent films, where the delight of early Hollywood still carries humor, elegance, and invention. This short comes from director Fred Guiol, one of the guiding hands at Hal Roach Studios, and it features Stan Laurel and Oliver Hardy, already shaping the playful screen interactions that would soon help define a legendary duo. Duck Soup was released in 1927, a year packed with exciting changes. Charles Lindbergh amazed the world by flying solo across the Atlantic Ocean. The first major talking movie, The Jazz Singer, appeared and changed filmmaking forever. The Statue of Liberty became a national monument, and radio was growing fast in homes around the world. All of this helps us imagine the exciting, fast-changing world audiences lived in when this comedy was new. At the center of Duck Soup is a classic idea: mistaken identity. Two everyday men pretend to be important people and try to live in a world they don't truly belong to. Even today, people understand the pressure of trying to fit in or seem more important than they really are. The humor comes from watching their plans slowly spin out of control, showing that pretending can be harder than it looks. At the center of Duck Soup is a classic idea: mistaken identity. Two everyday men pretend to be important people and try to live in a world they don't truly belong to. Even today, people understand the pressure of trying to fit in or seem more important than they really are. The humor comes from watching their plans slowly spin out of control, showing that pretending can be harder than it looks. The film also pokes fun at social class and dreams of moving up in the world. As the two men settle into a fancy unattended mansion, the difference between who they really are and who they pretend to be becomes the joke. Modern viewers see this same idea today in school, at work, and even online, where people often present a version of themselves that doesn't tell the whole story. One of the most fun parts of this short is watching the early teamwork of Laurel and Hardy. Their famous comedy style is just starting to form here, one hopeful, one easily upset, both causing trouble without meaning to. Many comedy teams today still follow this same pattern, showing how lasting their style really is. Here's a quick tip-off of what's ahead, without giving anything away. Two unlucky men spot an empty house and see a chance to change their fortunes. One disguise leads to another, and soon they're surrounded by confusion, risky situations, and close calls. It's a fast, funny story about courage, clever thinking, and the joyful silliness of silent comedy. When the film is over, stick around. We'll come back to explore the cast, the ideas behind the story, and why this early Laurel and Hardy short still matters today. Now, travel with us back to 1927, sit back, and enjoy Duck Soup. When Duck Soup comes to an end, it feels like the fun hasn't completely left the room. It's as if Laurel and Hardy just slipped out the door after turning everything upside down. You can almost imagine the dust settling, the furniture out of place, and those two troublemakers feeling proud of the chaos they caused. The mood that lingers is playful and nostalgic, like discovering an old stage show captured on film. The short was directed by Fred Guiol, a key creative force at Hal Roach Studios. He worked behind the scenes as a writer, assistant director, and gag designer, helping shape the kind of comedy that made Laurel and Hardy famous. Later in life, Guiol surprised many people by co-writing the epic drama Giant in 1956, showing how widely his talents extended beyond slapstick. At the center of the film are Stan Laurel and Oliver Hardy. Laurel was born in England in 1890 and brought his background in stage comedy to the screen. He wasn't just an actor, he carefully shaped the jokes and the timing behind the scenes. In his early years, Laurel had an extensive career as a solo comedy innovator, before teaming up with Oliver Hardy. Hardy, born in Georgia in 1892, brought a calm, frustrated dignity to their pairing. Before teaming up with Laurel, he appeared in many silent comedies and even managed theaters. Together, they became one of the most recognizable and beloved comedy teams in film history. Madeline Hurlock plays the leading woman and adds both charm and attitude to the story. She began as a Senate bathing beauty before becoming a polished comedy actress at Hal Roach Studios. After leaving films in the late 1920s, her life shifted into artistic and social circles far beyond Hollywood. The supporting cast strengthens the world around Laurel and Hardy. William Austin often played refined, proper characters. Bob Cortman became known for villain roles. Stuart Holmes successfully moved from leading man parts into character roles, and William Courtwright brought years of stage experience to the screen. Their careers reflect how many performers adapted as Hollywood shifted from silent films to sound. The history of Duck Soup is just as fascinating as the film itself. The story was based on a sketch written by Stan Laurel's father, Arthur Jefferson, creating a rare link between British stage comedy and American silent film. It was shot on real Los Angeles locations, capturing a city still growing into its identity as the movie capital of the world. Released in 1927, it was one of several shorts testing Laurel and Hardy's chemistry before they officially became a team. For many years, the film was believed lost. Then, in the 1970s, a partial version was found in France, followed later by a complete print in Britain. Thanks to those discoveries, the short could be fully restored and shared with modern audiences again. At its core, the story still feels current, two ordinary men pretending to be something they're not and struggling to keep the act together. In a world shaped by online identities, pressure to impress, and shifting social roles, that idea still connects. The combination of pretending, odd couple friendship, and physical comedy continues to work across generations. There are also a few fun behind-the-scenes details. Early makeup tests gave Hardy a monocle and rough look that were never used again. The title often causes confusion with the Marx Brothers' 1933 film of the same name. And many of the gags were so strong that they were reused in the 1930 sound remake, Another Fine Mess, which became one of Laurel and Hardy's biggest talking picture hits. In the end, Duck Soup proves that a simple story about two wandering outsiders can stay funny and meaningful for decades. Its humor, built on disguise, friendship, and bold risk-taking, reflects the way people still try to figure things out as they go. Thank you for watching and for spending this time with us at Quality Silent Films. We hope you'll join us again as we continue exploring the treasures of the silent era. Duck Soup reminds you that no matter how bad your day is going, at least you're not explaining broken furniture to a sheriff.